Hey guys, welcome to Morocco. I have a little friend down here, there's a cat, don't know if you can see it, and we are heading out towards the water, right over there. Gonna see what we can find down below. This is different, definitely different. Lots of colors. It's definitely, I don't know. I don't have a lot of commentary right now because I'm trying to figure out what's safe for me to walk on, what's not. Interesting graffiti right there. I'm just hoping that I've looked at the map right. Oh, I did. Thankfully. And now we're down to the embankment over here. We have another friend. It's the third cat I've seen so far down the street. Haven't seen a lot of people with shorts. Saw a French tourist and his wife. He was in shorts, and then there's me. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic here. Like some of the research I did prior to coming here, they said, you know, you don't really want to film much. You always have to ask for the permission of people, which makes sense. I've had that in some other places, but it's like I got stopped once. There's this guy being friendly, but wanted me to pick a flower with him. But I just, I'm just trying to get a feel for the city. And will probably be less commentary than usual today. And you'll just have to take into the sights. This will be more of a traditional walking tour. The port is to our right. So I guess if you're on a ferry, this is where you come into. And if I film from a different vantage point directly across the way, on a clear day, and actually you can see it right now, you can see the mountains of Spain waiting patiently. There's another gate, or the gate, one of the gates. And we have a greeter right here, a professional greeters. There's two of them, two cats. So we're in like one of the inner passages right now. I don't know where it comes out. Not trying to get lost, but just trying to get a feel for this area. Reminds me a little bit of like a Stoonie. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Yeah, it reminds me of a Stoonie. Reminds me of the city of Medina. We'll go this way. Go this way. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's fun. I like this. Look at these. I just hung another left. I figured why not. I mean, there are people that still live. Well, sorry, not that still. There are people that live in these areas. These are their homes. I'm digging the purple, the tile. Look at this. So pretty. So we're going to follow these people. Definitely playing the tourist card today. It's interesting. This old town reminds me, it really does. It has a southern part of Italy feel. And we'll go that way in a second. But look at this. A little better view. You look out. Now, if you go to the right, that's where the beaches are, or one of the beaches. You go down to the left is the other one. We're just wandering through. Supposedly this goes to the Kasbah. Someone wanted to stop me, but I said I was just wandering. Look at the little kitty. Hi, buddy. Hi. There's another one over there. I will say, I have noticed this. They do put little street signs on, so at least for me, I don't see myself getting too lost. And another cat. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. It's like a little adventure. Look at this door. Now we're just going up. Up, up, up. Look at that. It's cool. I really don't know where this goes. I do see another really, really cute cat, though. Hi, cutie. I should have set up a shelter for them. I think this is the wheelchair route. Or not. Alright, let's see where we ended up. I almost got a bed and breakfast in this area, but I thought it would be too intimidating for me. It's fun. Or keep going up, I guess. I don't know what the Kasbah is. I just know that's where people usually want to go. And we just keep going up and up and up. Maybe we're gonna rock the Kasbah. Is that what that is? Is it the same thing? Should have done research, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. See, we're still going up, up, up. And then we still have to figure out food. But I like this, you know. I guess a good time to go before the high season is to do it now. On a Tuesday in April. Okay. Well, we're getting places. I saw on a YouTube video there was someone, they were filming something right here. But I don't know. I really don't know, as I said, what we're doing. Got some fortifications here. It looks like it was, yeah, this is the old fortress. It's awesome. So if you walk through that way, this is what you find. So now I know what it is, maybe. We'll just say it's the view that we are right now. So that's Spain directly across the way. And here is some beautiful water. And then yeah, this keeps going. If you want to go down, which we'll do for a minute or two. Beautiful. So this would be a cool place to hang out. I like that we found it. I don't know if it's the Kasbah or not, but there you go. One thing you're going to note, I think here, I'm going to be a little bit more mellow in my commentary. Actually saw a dog. Whoa. Now we're getting a little bit too far to me. It's a cafe over there. So what do you guys say? Do you think we should go back and go look at the beach down below? I think so. I think so. So there you go. We did our first tourist thing here in Tangier. You know, just got stopped. This guy wanted to show me where the Kasbah is. I guess I'm not at the Kasbah and the Jewish market and all this other stuff. I just said I wanted to walk around. Honestly, if I had cash on me, I would probably have taken him up on it, but I don't. So I feel kind of guilty being like, oh, hey, thanks for showing me this stuff. So we're up higher now, and I don't know where we're actually going. I love all the tile. It's awesome. It's beautiful, actually. So basically, if you're looking for a tour guide, go to where I just came from, and you'll find one. It's beautiful. It's a nice little cafe right here. Kasbah Blanca. So we have a choice to make. We either can go this way, through this wonderful little stoned area, or we can go this way, which looks like, it says Kasbah Blanca. So I think this is the Kasbah route, or it's going to be, for what we're going to do. I literally just keep getting flashbacks to when I was in this fortified city of Watania. That's what this feels like. The white city, lots of blue, lots of kitties, signs I can't necessarily make out. It's cool. I know I say that word a lot, but sometimes that's all I got. So without trying, I did find their well, if you will. There was a guy right here who was filling up and then going on his way. And I was gonna go in a different direction, but I was like, oh, Kasbah. Here's the Kasbah. I really don't. I should have asked that guy what the Kasbah was. So where we just were is like the premier hotel, I guess, in this area. I just took the wrong turn. He said something about a left. But of course we're going right here. He said something about going back to Medina. So to the center. We're going to give up on the Kasbah. Because, frankly, that's not why we're here. We're just wandering. Okay. Thank you, sir. And now, I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but directly in front of us is the Great Mosque. Drove by it earlier today. It's also the Spanish consulate's right near there. Some other good stuff. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to meander. Well, we'll try. Be careful on this stuff. They have steps. I didn't even pay attention. I almost wiped out. Literally, I feel like I'm in the city of Watania. You guys should check it out. It's really cool. So we're going to take this street down and continue on our journey. So here's a little travel tip. Don't use an ATM that you can get, like, it's not protected at all. I just walked by this one spot, which it's like, literally there's no give. You're right on the street. And people are walking by, where meanwhile there's a person over here who's going to an ATM where there's actually some coverage. So we'll get some cash there. See all the spices there? It's pretty cool. Found our way down here, clothing area. And we're just walking through. I did get some money, so that felt nice. Still a little overwhelmed, though. For obvious reasons. We're definitely in the market. It's getting very crowded. Could just be the time of day. And I'm just trying to, we'll say, finagle a way out. Oh, there's our little kitty again. Alright, let's roll. Walking by a spice area. It smells cool. I think you could just spend like hours and hours getting lost in this area. So funny. I did manage to find my way out, it looks like. There's a cat guarding this area. It's a cafe that's closed. Look at this though, isn't this pretty? I apologize if this has been disjointed. Just trying to show with being respectful at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna find a place to eat. So at the base of where we just came from, and as the birds are flying in the distance, palm trees all around us, we are eating at one of these little restaurants along the side right here. There's a wonderful breeze that's cutting across right now. So even though it's like 75 or 80, it feels really, really nice. Food, I got pizza, because why would I not? And I got the frutta di mare with the spaghetti. So, combination of stuff. And yeah, looking forward to eat. I have not eaten forever, since this morning. So we're trying to combine meals. That's why it's a twofer. And unlike Spain, the prices are a little bit more reasonable. So cheers to that. So wanting to embrace my inner Moroccan, I guess this is a Moroccan beer right here. Flag. That's what the guy told me anyway. And then we have some water. And yeah, waiting for the food. Alright, so our spaghetti frutta di mare is here. So we're going to take a bite of that. We'll see how that goes. We'll say, I think I've come at the right time. Alright.
tastes like spaghetti. And I'm feeling bad because this little stray dog just got into a fight with a cat, with a mom cat. I'll tell you the details later.
So, even though this is fruta de mare, and maybe I translated it wrong because everything's in French, but there's no seafood in this. There's like little remnants, barely. And then look at my pizza. It's supposed to be a margarita. It looks like I microwaved it. So is life. So, I kid you not, it tastes like Celeste pizza, which I remember from when I was a kid. And they just brought out like a small little dish right there of seafood that I guess I will now mix in. All right, so yeah, the food was not very good. However, service was impeccable. Loved my waiter. Great guy. Was telling me how much he doesn't love Donald Trump. So that was kind of entertaining all to itself. We're going to go up these steps right now. I'm trying to find the Grand Socco. I probably mispronounced that or misread it earlier. But anyway, yeah, as I mentioned in my earlier comments, it tasted like Celeste pizza, which isn't what I was planning for. And usually you heat up the seafood and put it in, but hey, you know what? Everything else was perfect. The venue, the guy, the waiter, the security guy, super nice. Holy crap, you have to be like a giant to get up this. The security guy was funny. He was sitting right behind me and he saw the camera. So I was showing him about it. Okay. Got an interesting graffiti action here. Trying to avoid the cobbles, of course, and I'm cutting to the Grand Socco. Socco. It's not Rococo or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, we're going that way. So we'll check it out. There might even be a church sighting involved in this today. Look at this graffiti right here. This is kind of cool. Just got hit up by these two guys who said they were backpackers. And they're going through, and they don't need money, but they just want something to eat. I'm like, oh, okay. There's your view right there right now. As we're cutting up and around. It's, we clearly were in the touristy area. So now, not so much. At the park right now. Trying to make my way over. Getting louder. A beautiful monument right there that they have kind of blocked off, even though people are sitting there. Looks new. Again, you got the water in the background. You have Spain, and we're heading right over this way. Definitely busier right now. Like, we're just passing the French, the consulate right there, and there's just a lot more going on this street than I expected. Saw some ladies all set up to do the tattooing on the hands. Didn't fall for that guy. One thing that I'm trying to do when I'm here is I'm trying not to be like over the top, blatant with my camera, just because it's just a different culture. It's different than when I was flocking through in Europe, right? So we might not get to our to our place. I think we're just gonna walk. I'm gonna cut down. It's a little too much. I think I know what's going on. What the crowd was for. They're actually looks like they're shooting a movie because they have these like vintage cars all set up and people all in their costumes. So that explains that one. There's some nice dresses I'm passing. You know what's crazy? I think I preferred the market from earlier. Or it could just be simply because there was less people out. I don't know. So I think I actually got to the Grand Socco, whatever it's called. I think I got to it without intending to. I was trying to cut up. There was a Catholic church I wanted to see. But we made it to this spot. Here's the cinema. They have Kung Fu Panda 4. I think if I go that way, I hit my church, but I think there's another mosque right there. A little park, hangout area. And then I just have some shops. And I wish this fountain was going. It'd be very pretty right now. And then, you know, there's some hotels and cafes and all that good stuff. And then, I guess for the more ambitious, if you want to go down into where we were in our first video, or our first part of the video anyway, that I showed, part 1, you go down through that entrance right there, and you're in the fun again. So one thing that I'm trying to do is be very, very careful when I walk, because there's a lot of, well, there's crosswalks, but everyone's jaywalking. So just trying to be very, very careful. Now here's something that would have been interesting to go into. It says Cemetery Judo. Huh. We'll have to try this place again now that we know that there's a Jewish cemetery right here in town. Oh, wow. Totally not expecting that. We're walking away from the craziness. And I think if I was being psychic, because I see the signs that say that it's reserved for the American Legion area, or the delegation, I think, up here, or it's across the street, one of the two, were the first, if I remember reading right, you have to correct me in the comments, but it was the first American consulate, embassy, whatever, after the founding of the United States. The Sultan, I think, if I get my history right, here in this part of the world, was the first to really recognize the United States. And they were sending, it was because of the Sultan's help. I want to say the Sultan. I hope I'm correct on this. Just doing this purely from memory from a while ago when I read it. But the Sultan, they helped with the barbarity with the pirates that were basically attacking the American merchant ships. So I remember that connection, and even at dinner, my waiter was mentioning such things. So it's funny how you go from busy street to then nothing. And I'm not complaining. Not complaining. I actually figured out where I am, which is kind of cool. Just kind of swung down near where we ate, and now we're going on a different path. And by going this way, we're actually bypassing the restaurants. And I can't tell if these are residences or what, but it's a cool street nevertheless. So I got a funny story for you. When I landed here in Tangier, I was expecting to see a sign when I walked through and was leaving the baggage area. These two guys came up to me. They're like, John? I'm like, uh-huh. So anyway, I'm like, this is weird. So one of the guys, they both shook my hand, and then he asked me if I spoke a bunch of different languages, especially French. And I was like, no. And so then he wanted to know how I was going to pay and all this stuff. And then it's very, literally, I'd been with them for 2 minutes. And as we're walking outside the door, so as we're walking out of the gate, I see a sign. This guy's just sitting there, and he has a full sign that says Jonathan. And I'm like, Jonathan? And we realized that he was actually there for me. And the other guy, apologized. Kind of. Actually, he showed us a photograph. Yeah, he ended up going to the WhatsApp, and he clicked on it to show us the photo of the John that he was waiting for. The guy didn't look anything like me. But it was really funny. And I was like, I'm glad that I saw that other person, because I wouldn't have known what else to do. So if you ever fly into here, be careful who comes to pick you up. And I also say that too because in my case, my phone's not working right now, so I have to be extra careful, extra vigilant. Well, we are on the bay right now. Not that you get the bay view, but I'll show it to you momentarily. And you can't see it yet. But I'm spotting some horses. And I suspect we'll spot camels as well. This is from what I had seen in the past. They have this available to you at the beach. Yes, they do. Exciting, huh? Might be. We'll find out. So I hear this is their warmer time of year. So I wonder what that means, considering tourists and stuff like that. But what we're going to do is we'll cut down this way. I was just going to trailblaze, but I don't know. I need to read up to see if there's anything in the grass I need to avoid. Trying to get to the beach. That's all I want. It's all I've ever wanted. It's interesting when you go from one tourist area to a not as tourist area, but yet it is. Really get a good feel for places. Now, if we go in the opposite direction, towards where we were earlier in the day, you follow the coastline. If I remember right, you can, at some point, you go in that direction anyways, you can get to Hercules' cave. That's right. Or supposedly that's where he died. Alright. Well, this is nice. In Maine right now, there's no flowers. I like the contrast. And I wonder what excitement awaits us over the sand dune. Can hardly wait. Alright, it's a real beach with lots and lots of sand. Not like one of my beaches where I grew up. Still got the port. Now, if you see the water directly out there and you hang a right, you will head for the Straits of Gibraltar, and you'll be inside the Mediterranean, if I got my map right. Now, supposedly there were camels out here. I don't see them right now. Very sad. Very sad. My cousins used to call me Camel. I figured that way I could, live up to my nickname. So anyway, that's the beach. Well, look at this. I'm walking among palm trees right now. And in Poland, they have one that planted at Charles de Gaulle Circle. And then there's another one in Gdansk, hidden underneath a protective greenhouse. But here, palm trees, they don't need protection. They grow, they flourish. And rightfully so, because we're in a warmer climate. It's kind of surreal across the way, knowing that right now I'm in a different continent. I thought it would feel weird. But it's more than weird. It's like, It's like you literally are not connected to Europe at all. I can see Europe, but I'm not there. So I'm debating right now how to cross the street. There's more traffic than I would like. And it's not as fun to cross the street here with, even though you can be in the zebra stripes, as we say. But yeah. Another view of the water. And I know this is going to come as a shock for everyone. But we made it. We made it to McDonald's. That's right. Relations must be going strong. We have McDonald's. Several, actually. Alright. Gonna go get a McFlurry.